It is always God's will for you to be healed. I see way too often on YouTube and on the internet of people saying that it's not always God's will for you to be healed, or Jesus didn't really pay for your healing, or signs, wonders, and miracles no longer take place like they used to. But all of those teachings are categorically untrue and are dangerous. The Bible is very clear of the opposite. Even the Greek word for salvation, sozo, makes it very clear that it is forgiveness of sins as well as physical healing. It's very clear. But there's probably no better explanation than the Isaiah 53 connection. Between Isaiah 53, Matthew 8:17, and 1 Peter 2:24, really showing that this is physical healing that has been paid for at the cross of Jesus alongside forgiveness of sins. Isaiah 53, of course, talking about the Messiah, says that he will take our infirmities and bear our sicknesses. Very clearly talking about physical healing here. And then it goes on to say in verse 5 that by his wounds we are healed. Well, this prophecy is quoted directly in Matthew chapter 8, right after Jesus heals the multitude. He heals them all and casts out people that are demon-possessed. And it says that he has taken their infirmities and bore their sicknesses to fulfill the prophecy in Isaiah. And notice how this Isaiah prophecy is not saying just these specific people. It's saying It's saying he has taken our sicknesses and our infirmities. It is including everybody, all believers. That is what Jesus paid for. But this goes a step further. In 1 Peter 2:24, which is now written after the cross, it now says, by his wounds you were healed. And I have heard people say, that is spiritual healing. Wrong, not true. Look at the Greek. It's talking about physical healing. It's very clear there. You gotta look at the Greek words. All three of these scriptures are talking about physical healing. In Matthew chapter 8, it was right after Jesus healed the multitudes. So this is very clearly talking about physical healing here, and it is available for us all. But this is only one connection of so many. Think about how in Acts 10:38 it says that God so anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went around doing good and healing all who were oppressed of the devil, for God was with him. So he healed all who were oppressed of the devil, and we're called to do exactly what he did. While he was here on the earth, we're supposed to do the same thing. Think about when he sent out the 12 or sent out the 70. What did he tell them to do? He said to preach the gospel, of course, but also to heal the sick. He actually said to heal first. So if we're to be doing what Jesus wanted us to do, we're to be doing that, healing people first and then preaching the gospel. What did Paul say? He didn't come to people with vain speech and wise words. No, he came with demonstrations of the power of God. Look at what all of the big people in Acts did. They came with demonstrations of God's power. They came with healings and miracles and signs. We're to be doing the same thing today. Or look about Mark 16:18, where Jesus said that believers will lay their hands on the sick and the sick will recover. There are so many examples. I wish I could fit more in here, but these are just some of how healing is always God's will.